Welcome back to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about the Krakoan era, and we're going to focus on the character of Mr. Sinister, sort of, because he had a fascinating evolution during the second phase of the Krakoan era, and we discovered that there were more than one Mr. Sinister out there. You had Dr. Stasis, who worked with Orcus. Then you had the mysterious Mother Righteous, who was actually a clone of his long deceased wife. And later on, we are going to discover that there's a fourth Sinister. His name is Orbis Stellaris. And the really interesting thing is that at least Dr. Stasis and the OG Mr. Sinister both think that they are the real deal, but it seems that they have memories that have been implanted, and they are both clones. So we're going to talk about X-Men issue 23 and the fall of X Sinister 4 issue 1. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the X-Men issue actually starts off with this really messed up scenario, which adds a lot of depth to the character of Dr. Stasis. In many ways, he's a reimagining of the original Mr. Sinister, but he's much more dark, more straight up evil, like in a very stark contrast with the Sinister that was on Krakoa, who at moments had become like way too flamboyant and felt like Loki but on steroids. So he's having dinner with his family. Literally, they're clones of his long deceased wife and child. And once he finishes this dinner that he finds very unsatisfying, he just terminates both clones. When I read this, I was like, holy crap, that is profoundly messed up. He had made these clones just for dinner to have someone to talk with, and that's it, and just kill them off afterwards. And the thing is that when he's finishing off this dinner, Mother Righteous comes in. This catches Dr. Stasis totally off guard. And here we get to see a very different aspect of the character, because it's still very apparent that he still has feelings for his wife, even though Mother Righteous is a clone. And we get this reaction from Mother Righteous, which is priceless. Like, she's appalled by this whole situation, seeing that Stasis had made clones of herself and of their child just for dinner. And she's like, what the hell's wrong with you? Now, the main idea that's going to happen here is that Mother Righteous wants to forge an alliance with Dr. Stasis. But at the same time, at least with Dr. Stasis, he really wants to catch up with his ex-wife. He really seems to have feelings for her. But it's not super apparent with Mother Righteous if she's just playing him or not. Then we get this whole scenario where the X-Men have to deal with this new next generation Sentinel, because it is super infused with Stark tech to the point that it actually looks like a gigantic Iron Man. Because basically one of the key players in Orcus had bought out Stark Industries and pushed Tony out of the company. But when I saw this Iron Man Sentinel, it's like the second time I've seen this over the years. I remember after M-Day, back when we had the 198 mutants. Also during the Superhuman registration, we also had Iron Man or Stark Tech Sentinels. And honestly, their design was much cooler than these. So, okay, whatever. Marvel repeats themselves. We get these Iron Man Sentinels the X-Men have a real hard time to deal with. Also, during this time of the Krakoan era, we're going to have like this interesting alliance with Tony Stark and the X-Men. So, back with the Sinisters, we have like this dinner between Mother Righteous and Dr. Stasis, where Mother Righteous actually breaks it to Stasis that he's not the original Mr. Sinister. It is also established here that the Mr. Sinister on Krakoa also wasn't the real deal, but both have memories implanted to make them think that they were. And we discovered that Dr. Stasis and Krakoa and Sinister had crossed paths many times during their lives. That Stasis always kept himself hidden, but he was part of extremely key moments of the Marvel Universe. He was present during the creation of Captain America, the birth of the Incredible Hulk, when we also had the genesis of Spider-Man. And with Mother Righteous, we discover that she was also present, but in key moments of magical history of the Marvel Universe. So you get to see her babysitting Wanda's twins, studying the Darkhold, hanging out with Belasco. Now, adding to this very delicate alliance, Mother Righteous actually throws in one more character to the mix, which is going to be Selene, the Black Queen. Which, when I saw her on the last pages of this issue, I was really pumped. I love the Black Queen. She has always been bad news for Krakoa, so we're going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.